Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making bacon and cheese garlic chicken. Alright, I'm starting on a large skillet I have preheating. And I have a half a pound of sliced bacon here. I cut it into about 1-inch pieces or so. I'm going to get this in here and get it browning up. Turn my heat up a little bit. I'm going to brown this up and separate it, and then we're going to pull it out and put the chicken in. Okay, now that my bacon's crisped up and I set it aside, I turn my skillet down on low because it's hot. I drained all the grease off except for maybe a tablespoon. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil in here. And we're going to get the chicken in here and get that browned up. And we want to cook it for roughly about 4 minutes or so till it's not pink anymore. And this is 2 chicken breasts that I cut thin into small pieces, bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to let that go, turning it around every now and then until it's cooked through. Alright, now that my chicken's brown and I pulled it out, and I turned my pan down on low again, I'm going to add in a half a cup of chicken broth. And I'm just going to scrape that goodness up off the bottom of the pan. That's flavor. And I'm going to add in 1 cup of heavy cream. And I'm going to keep this down on low because my pan is scorching hot. This is a 2-cup container, so I'll just add in half of it. Alright, a little more. Alright, now I'm going to add in a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add in about a half a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to add in about a half a teaspoon of salt because we put bacon in there. That has salt in it. We're putting some Parmesan cheese in here. That has salt. Alright, I'm going to add in, I'm using a pre-diced garlic. Let me grab a fork. If you use fresh, use about a clove. I'm just going to use a healthy forkful. Alright. I'm going to give that a stir. Now I'm going to add in some shredded Parmesan cheese. I'm going to go for about a half a cup. And that's about what was in that bag there. I'm going to stir that in. Now I'm going to allow this to simmer for a few minutes to start to thicken up, to come up to a gentle simmer, start to thicken up and allow that cheese to melt. Alright, now that my sauce is starting to thicken up nice, and that only took a few minutes, I'm going to turn it down low. And I'm going to add my chicken back in. And the chicken's already cooked, which is set aside. And I have 1 cup of spinach I diced up and 1 tomato. That's going to go in. I'm going to stir that in there. And I'm going to allow this to simmer just for a minute till the chicken heats through, the tomato cooks a little bit, and the spinach starts to wither. Alright, now that went for a few minutes, my tomatoes cooked through and everything's heated, spinach is wilted. I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of fresh parsley. And normally I would garnish it on top with parsley, but because we have that spinach in there, we're adding parsley in, it's going to have enough color, so there's no need for that. And I'm going to add my bacon back in. This is ready to go, guys. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. I went ahead and served it over some fettuccine. Let me get in there and give it a try, guys. See how creamy that sauce is. Get a little bit of pasta in that sauce first. And I'm splattering my stove all up. It's creamy. You get the cheese, the Parmesan cheese. You get the garlic. A little bit of bacon flavor. Try a piece of chicken here. Chicken's tender. Picked up the flavor of the sauce. Guys, that's really good and it wasn't hard at all. Right there you have it. Bacon and cheese garlic chicken. Thanks for watching. Remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.